Hey guys, this is Jerry, welcome to the channel, and this is the all-new MG4 electric vehicle. This particular vehicle has been released in last year in other countries, overseas market, and in the Chinese domestic market, and it's finally here in New Zealand and Australia. The MG4 in New Zealand and Australia are currently offering them 4 different specs. You get the base model, the second spec with a slightly bigger battery. Then next one is this one. This is the Essence with the 64 kWh battery. WLTP range for this particular example is 435 kilometers on combined cycle. And this vehicle is currently retail for 54,990 plus ORC. Today is going to be a quick walk around video and point of view test drive, just to let you know my impression about this vehicle. If you want to know more, I'll 100% posting tons of videos about MG tutorial videos, MG4 reviews for other features, MG4 buying guide in New Zealand and Australia. So stay tuned, subscribe and like, and make sure you check all the other videos on my channel as well. From outside, the MG4 is more like a hatchback. It has a hatchback ground clearance, but it is more of a big hatchback. The height is definitely a lot taller than a standard hatchback you see on the road, like a Toyota Corolla or Volkswagen Golf. The overall length of this vehicle is just under 4.3 meters, so it's still reasonably long. And thanks to its wheelbase, just over 2.7 meters of wheelbase, it has a lot of space inside the vehicle. On the overall dimension, it feels a little bit smaller than ZS, but it still offers good amount of space inside, and we'll go through that later. At the front, we have the new MG logo, and obviously there's no grille, since this is a first EV that's introduced by MG with a dedicated platform, so that the whole body shape everything is very different from all the other MG vehicles that's currently on sale in New Zealand and Australia. At the front, we have a pair of full LED headlights with indicator or blinkers underneath, and a quite sharp, aggressive sort of body trim underneath with the front spoiler. They are a little bit carbon fiber finish, but I think it's just carbon fiber inspired finish with a lot of contrast and everything. This particular example is in grey color. On the side, this particular variant gets the 18-inch alloys. If you're looking for the base model, you'll get the 17-inch wheels, by the way. And black rim mirror covers, also the black roof, so very nice looking with the contrast. And we also, as standard, we also get black rim mirror covers and window trim on the B-pillar. So overall looks really cool actually. In terms of charging, the charging port is actually on the left side, behind the passenger side. We get Type 2 and DC charging. I'll talk about the charging information in the future guidance video. So again, stay tuned. I'll show you how to charge the vehicle and all you need to know about charging this vehicle. Now, this is how the vehicle rear end looks like. This is one of the coolest rear end or the crazy design rear end I've ever seen. So first, you get extended tail light plus the tailgate that extends the way. You can see the glass is actually over here. And then on the top, you get all the contrast or lights and going on. And this is more like coming from a gaming console. Looks really cool actually. MG logo, seats flash underneath everything. Parking sensors and 360 camera available on this particular example. The higher spec Essence also get a roof spoiler. Makes it looks very sporty, looks cool, but I did drag down a little bit on the WLTP range. And opening the boot, we are getting 350 liters of boot space on the Essence spec or 363 on the Excite spec. So home charging port for your New Zealand charging, and the boot is dividable into 2 places. So underneath we have our tyre mobility kit, and open this up on the side just like this. Allows you to put it on a slightly higher level so it's nice and flat when you go down. Otherwise, take this in, fold the wings back in, then they sit underneath flash. So very cool, very different obviously. When you drop, you can also drop the seats, you can also remove the cover whenever you like. Otherwise, drop that back in. And behind the seats, we are getting synthetic leather finish on the side and fabric in the center. If you're looking for the base Excite spec, you will get the full fabric seats. Seats wise, it's very supportive for a very wide opening. And let's jump in. This is my sitting position at the front, about 778 centimeters. I've got good amount of leg room. My foot space is a little bit small, unfortunately, because obviously the battery pack and all that things. So it's a little bit sort of cramped, but overall headroom is really good actually. I don't have a problem sitting in the back. I imagine someone in the center will be okay. It's not going to be completely comfortable since this is a small vehicle. Panels on the side is okay, so plastic trim, piano black trim, door handles, and some softer leather finish on the driver handle as well. There's no armrest for New Zealand market, and then USB charging just over there, just single USB, and this is how the front looks like. All right, let's dive into that. The front, just as standard, we still have the keyless entry and keyless button. All the doors feels very different from any other MGs I've ever touched, I've ever driven. So that's another difference. When we sit in, this is how the cabin looks like. So there's no switch on button or on and off button on these vehicles. Now, all you need to do, as long as you're inside the car with the keys in my pocket or in the vehicle, I'll just tap the foot on the brake, very heavy. You notice that signal, that means the vehicle is on, the motor is on. So very cool, a very sort of new way to start the vehicle. Obviously this is the EV drivetrain, and MG has done quite a lot of things about how to change everything of this. So first thing, quality. It's all plastic around the cabin, and then small leather finish. Center armrest is good quality, and in the center console just plastic trim around the doors. So it's okay, it's not premium, but it's very simple design. Everything is easy to touch. There's nothing crazy or nothing weird going on. Next is the steering. The steering feels quite big. It's bigger than the standard MG vehicles, and it's twin spoke. There's no spoke in between, so very sporty looking. Handles really well actually. The buttons are quite sensitive, and all you need to do, just touch them, go through different functions, all that things. Again, if you want to know anything about that, the tutorial will be on later on this channel. We get a digital dashboard in the center that will show you all the information you need to know about the driving, and then we have a big panel in the center to show you all your functions about the control, about the settings, about everything, which we'll talk about later once we start driving. All right, the system ready and we are good to go. First thing I would like to talk about is the power and drivetrain. So all the MG4 currently on sale for New Zealand, Australian market are all rear-wheel drive. Obviously single speed, single motor. The 51 kWh battery pack offers you a 130 kWh power, where the 64 kWh battery pack, which is this one, offers you 150 kWh power and 250 Nm torque, so more than enough for daily drive. And then the long range 77 kWh battery pack gives you 180 kW power. So very fast overall. You don't need anything more than that, to be fair, if you are looking for a daily urban driving vehicle. In terms of driving, this is very responsive. I'm just at normal mode. What I'll do, I'll slow it down. There's no one behind me. And foot down, just like that. The pickup is really fast. And because of the rear-wheel drive, the kick is actually very smooth. It's not going to be getting traction or so much traction out of it. So not bad at all. And handles really well. I like the steering, which we are going to go around the corner from here to quickly try that. Yeah, so the handles really well because this is the dedicated EV drivetrain. So MG built this platform for the particular EV, engine, like EV motor, so to speak. So it's enough to handle this chassis. Even that's why MGs are putting the MG4X power or something like that for the performance pack, since there's so much more that you can offer for this vehicle. And the next cool thing is the regeneration system on this vehicle, which it's actually controlled over the screen in terms of the driving functions. So first regeneration is low, so it's minimum regeneration. It's gonna cruise just like your petrol car or very close to your petrol car. Where on medium or high, you can feel the vehicle slows down, which right now, no one's behind me again. I'm on 40. you can see the vehicle slows down. It's on high mode, by the way. You can also change to another one called adaptive. So based on your driving dynamics and driving conditions, everything, it will change the dynamic of the adaptive sort of regeneration. Last one, finally last one, it offers one pedal driving. If we enable the one pedal driving really quick, that means the vehicle will pull us down all the way to a complete stop. So again, no one's behind me. I'm still gonna pull left. I'm not gonna release the brake or release the accelerator instead. There we go, the vehicle comes to a complete stop, just like that, and you are ready to go. The vehicle also comes with auto hold, by the way, so that means when you come to a complete stop, you don't need to do anything. The vehicle holds your brake. All you need to do, just press the pedal when you are ready to go. Really cool feature. Finally, it's available on the MG vehicles, which is not available on the ZS EV, and a lot of people asking that features, so that's good to have that. Another cool thing, on the adaptive cruise control, the vehicle will use its regeneration braking to slow the vehicle down until the slowdown is too heavy. It will engage the manual brake or the mechanical brake. Yeah, it handles really well. When you go through those corners, everything, it feels the vehicle has a lot of potential, and there's very minimal body roll. I think this is very sporty in terms of the handling, although the suspension is still quiet, like still soft, you know, don't get me wrong. Yeah, like on these particular roads with the 18-inch wheels and just standard tires, it's okay, it's comfortable. There's a very minimal noise coming from the vehicle, coming from the drivetrain, and minimal noise coming from the under the chassis. Since we're getting on motorway, we'll quickly run through some safety features on this vehicle. So as standard, all the MG4 gets things like adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, lane keep assistance, and steering assist, and also the pre-collision warning, emergency braking, plus the speed sign recognition. If you're looking for the Excite, these are the features you get. But if you're looking for the Essence, on top of all these features, you will also get blind spot detection and rear traffic cross alert as just add-on. And in terms of visibility, reasonably good all around, apart from the rear view mirror. When you look at the rear view mirror, it's the rear windscreen is quite small, unfortunately, in terms of its size, so it's not massive. Unfortunately, it's not superb in terms of its visibility, just in the center mirror. Apart from that, all the side mirror, the side windows, the rear windows, all huge. You have no sort of real blind spot, really. And driving on motorway, it's again super responsive, and it's really relaxing actually. I think the chassis feels a lot more supportive, a little bit more refined compared to any other MG cars. It's a nice experience for sure. And another thing I forgot to talk about is the driving mode selection. The vehicle does come with quite a few driving modes, all the way from Eco, which is your sort of efficient mode, Normal, which is your balanced mode, and then next one is the Sport, which gives you best throttle response, best acceleration, and last one is second last one is the customer mode. You can change to different driving functions based on your needs. Then the next will be the snow mode, which hopefully we don't need that in New Zealand. And since we are talking about modes, I'll quickly show these two buttons. These two buttons is actually called your personalized button. So one is on the left, one is on the right. You can personalize these two buttons to do a variety of things. For example, right now, this right button is personalized to change your driving mode, which I can press this whenever I can to engage this. Or the left button allows us to change, a few other things. Whatever you select at the moment, it allows us to change the regenerative braking, which if I press, you can change it's going from low all the way to adaptive. So that's very cool. You can personalize these two buttons to do about 4 different things if you wish, and it's really good. back on motorway again. Let's quickly try the acceleration one more time. Oh, this is only even normal mode. The response is just super fast, super responsive. There's just no hesitation. And we're gonna bend around the corner. You can see this vehicle holds you really well. Like, since it's just low gravity and very heavy chassis, of course, with the battery, it handles really well. I hate to say this, but it handles like a sports car, or it reminds me of something like BMW or, you know, Mazda cars, where they just add so much handling to the vehicle. It makes it fun to drive. But for normal human being like me, if you just drive this vehicle, cruise along on the motorway to your daily commute, everything, you have no issue about the suspension, all that things. Alright, I think that's us for the test drive and first impression about the MG4 Essence spec. Again, if you want to know more about the MG4 in the future, even if you have an MG4, for the tutorial guide, for the purchase guide, for everything, make sure you subscribe and like. I'll make sure there are tons of videos coming in. If you would like to buy one in New Zealand, specifically in Auckland, make sure you contact me. I work for Ebbett MG in East Auckland. And thanks for watching. I will see you next video.